A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secret Revealed. So what I've got for today, it's the 19th, and what I'm gonna, focus on for the most part is that I'm basically just gonna go over yet another pretty nice subject that I feel like I should have touched up on some time ago. But now that I'm onto it, I really feel like I can just get more out of this one than many of the others I've covered so far. This whole season itself sure is going to be full of some surprises and the like. So I guess right now, what I'm going to do is that I'm basically just going to explain a few things based on a collector's skill level. Of course, when you're talking about collectors, you expect to be talking about them based on their budget that they use to spend on certain things that are of extreme interest to them. People who collect things, like if you're like me, collect things like Hot Wheels cars, Nerf blasters, many of the other things out there that I tend to go over, I usually collect some. I've also collected baseball caps, pairs of shoes, and Injinji socks, not to mention some other things around here. But of course, besides the fact that I happen to be quite a big collector of multiple different things out there, of course my skill level is still somewhat below the average of how big a collector's skill level can be. When I'm talking about a collector's skill level, I'm mainly talking about how much they would typically spend. Almost as if they're on the binge of addiction. But even if they were on the brink of addiction, it just may seem, sort of like an over-exaggeration of how their level based on how well they seem to be doing with their hobby or hobbies happen to be. In terms of, my collector skill level, it's somewhat low, mainly because the amount of Hot Wheels cars I have, it doesn't really exceed more than 1,000 models. And I do in fact happen to, have some more interest in collecting more models, but of course it's just not at this moment. It may not even be for the rest of this year. It's certainly because of the fact that now I'm mainly just gonna look over how much money am I able to earn for the rest of this year based on what I'm currently working with at the moment. Every single time I happen to work in certain areas, I really feel like I should just simply look up how well I'm able to earn all this money. So this way I might be able to take out a budget that's large enough to have some more money to be able to use to buy some more Hot Wheels models or Nerf blasters and the like. So I feel like that the real question though, that should come along soon, aside from my explanation of the collector skill level that I seem to have in accordance with others out there, would be how would you determine a collector's skill level based on how well they seem to do with their own hobby or hobbies? I feel like that the real answer to that kind of question right there would be to just simply say a collector's skill level could easily be monitored based on how much they spend, based on how much money they earn, and how much they use that money of theirs to spend on certain things like snow globes, or building blocks like Legos, or any other things out there like furniture, cars, as in real cars, but I suppose many other things out there just might come into play after today. I feel like though that if you put a comment down below here, it might just help a lot. It could really help with some things out there. And I also would suggest that many people out there who currently watch my series would also like, subscribe, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side. So, tune in tomorrow, September 20th, and the third and final subject that I'll have, for now, will come around as soon as possible.